Fife Feel Good News Network. I'm Mr. Schelbert.
And I'm Mr. Shallow.
Good evening, morning, or afternoon. Heck, it doesn't even matter what day it is. Can't get out, it's too rainy and wet anyway to scoot. Everything's shut down. So what are we supposed to do? What's the point of doing anything?
For sure, Mr. Shelbert. Do you know what social studies teachers do during quarantine?
No, I don't.
Wipe away tears of sadness? No. They film a low-budget positive news program in their friend's garage, staying at least 6 feet away.
Really?
A little positivity is what is desperately needed in this world, and for the next few minutes, we hope to provide that positivity.
Well, we've come to the right place. I'm known for positivity. Just don't ask my wife, my kids, students, colleagues, parents. Now, who am I kidding? I'm here because it's too cold. Too cold to go out. So now I'm stuck here because of COVID-19.
Mr. Shelbert has a face for radio. He used to do podcasts. Now he's doing low-budget news in his garage. Speaking of delivery, make sure you thank your warehouse and Amazon delivery drivers who've been out there delivering much-needed supplies during this break. And speaking of deliveries, another delivery has been happening. That's the Fife School District employees delivering meals to the students of the Fife School District. You may have seen the buses, employees around, dropping off meals for those in need.
This particular virus has hit teachers really hard. One of the reasons we teach is because we love our students. Hard for me to say the joke I'm talking about. But we do. We care about our kids. And we can't even go to restaurants. Well, heck, there's no sports. That's hard. Anyway, let's take a look and see how teachers are dealing with coronavirus and this quarantine and this shutdown. Some teachers have continued to practice and prepare to teach what they love.
Hey Trojans, Ms. Bauer here. So surviving the quarantine, yeah. So this is my kitchen / art studio now. As you can see, I'm working on some watercolors. I've got all sorts of stuff laid out here. Working on a project for somebody else who wants some illustrations for a children's book. So yeah, I'm working on sketching and transferring and watercolor painting. That's keeping me pretty busy. Also, I am teaching myself how to teach, oh, that's Milo the cat. Teaching myself how to teach painting online. So I'm experimenting, if you can see that, I've got tea, coffee, instant coffees, paper towels, Q-tips, anything you guys might have at home that you can paint with. So, yeah, keep it up, creatives. We can still be creative and problem solve and have fun even though we're stuck at home with maybe not a lot of supplies.
Some teachers have started new learning skills to teach tech online.
And print. Not highlighted. Print. Technology. I love technology. I love it.
Some teachers have filled their missing student time with new passions.
Hey there, Fife Trojans. Ever since I stopped teaching, I've had a lot of time on my hands. Thanks to a streaming service called Netflix, I found another passion, exotic animals. And today I'm opening up the GW Exotic Petting Zoo. Come on in. Hey, go get that lion. Here at the GW Exotic Petting Zoo, you can do things like feed polar bears treats. Or, come here, little lion. Or you can play with your very own baby lion. Oh. Let's see your scary face. Once this quarantine thing's over, come on check out the GW Exotic Petting Zoo. Get him, guard.
Hey Trojans, Mr. Baki here. So I started to learn all about my grandfather who was in World War II, trying to discover what his journey was and what he was up to. So I have been doing all kinds of reading about his journey and his unit, just trying to explore all the things that I can about my grandfather and what he was up to.
And some teachers can't stop helping their students.
When a student needs a charger.
But the truth is, all teachers just miss their kids.
We miss you.
We really miss you.
Hey, we love ya. We miss ya. Take care of yourselves. You're awesome.
She misses you.
I do.
Fife, if you've been following on social media, you've seen all the positive stories involving supporting our healthcare workers. From videos of people cheering, to people donating masks and equipment, lunches to healthcare workers on the front lines of this pandemic, or messages from healthcare workers themselves showing support and love for the community and the hopes that we'll all get safe and cured from this devastating disease. Our own community has been making masks. The Crowleys have been putting masks together and sewing for local hospitals and people with compromised immune systems.
Is that it, or are there more?
Our own Rachel Shin, former Fife School District employee, has stopped making costumes for plays and now is making hospital masks for healthcare workers. We're going to cut away to a correspondence piece with Ms. Shin talking about why she does what she does.
Hi, my name's Rachel Shin, and as many of you know, I'm a local costume designer here in Milton, Washington. I provide costumes to the local high schools and junior highs for their plays, and with the coronavirus, everything has come to a screeching halt, and my plays have all been canceled. So I decided to start a grassroots project with making masks with a lot of my material. To my surprise, I was able to bring on many seamstresses, and we are helping our local community members, whether they are healthcare workers or elderly or compromised, with providing masks for them. We are not charging for these. If anyone would like to donate, we have termed our name as the Masketeers, and we have a Venmo account, username Masketeers. Thank you so much. It takes our entire community to come together in many different ways. We are just doing a small part.
Wow, that's very impressive. We have a lot of nice people in our community. A lot better than I am, anyway. Speaking about this, I think we have a message from our mayor, Kim Roscoe, Mayor of Fife. Kim, take it away.
Hello, Fife Schools community, students of Fife High School, Fife, Milton, Edgewood, anywhere you live. This is Mayor Kim Roscoe, and I just want to try and send a message of positiveness and tell you all that we're thinking about you. You as citizens and constituents and students are all top of mind for your government officials, and we think about you a lot, and we hope you're well. So I just want to share a few things that are going on in Fife. A couple, actually, just two things. that you can do even at this time of stay home, stay healthy. And one of them is the Fife trails. We've got a pretty extensive trail system. Our park play structures and tennis courts and the skate park, those aren't available for use, but the trails are. And we've posted some good information so you can go check out where to go and how to access those trails. We just ask that when you're out there, do practice that social distancing of at least 6 feet between folks that aren't in your household. Secondly, we've advertised this a couple times. The Fife Arts Commission is seeking art submissions for wrapping our utility boxes. They are positioned at certain spots around the city, and they house the magic that gets all of us power to our houses. But instead of leaving them plain green, our Arts Commission is funding the production of wrapping those in different designs. So our deadline has been extended a couple times. The current deadline is May 10th. But what I want to invite some of you to do, any of you that want to do this, is find a sunny spot anytime you can and find some blades of grass or some chalk or some sticks or whatever it is that you can do, and make a design or a pattern or a word and send it in to your teacher or post it on social media, and use a hashtag like hashtag Fife or what is Mr. Baki's expression? Get 'em Trojans, hashtag get 'em. And let's see what we can create and share. And even if it's just a sunny spot on your front door or on your windowsill or a little slab of cement, let's see what we can do. Stick with it, students. I know that this is weird time to be in school, and your teachers are doing their best to connect with you. They miss you. Stay safe.
This just in, we have breaking news. We're going to take you to a live press conference from the POFIS.
The POFIS?
Correct. Principal of Fife High School, Mr. Baki.
Hey Trojans, I wanted to personally welcome you back to Fife High School remote learning style. I know it's not what we want, and I know it's not ideal, and our heart is still really breaking for all the things that we've missed, but we're going to seize this opportunity, work hard these next month or so, and we're going to make the best out of this situation. Get them Trojans.
Some other good news. Fife FBLA, we know Fife FBLA for their award-winning program. They will still be conducting their state competition virtually, of course, and so they're preparing for that. When they're not preparing for the competition, students like Ryan Glenn have been posting their art prowess on YouTube. Here's the story of Ryan Glenn and why she's posting her teaching young kids and her passion for art.
Hi, my name is Ryan Glenn. I'm a 10th grader at Fife High School, and I made a video teaching kids how to draw animals. I really think in this day and age it is important to promote community, because if we're going to get through this, we're going to get through it together. And I think that kids are impacted a lot by coronavirus. And I know that if I were in their shoes, I would have no idea how to balance being home all the time and still trying to get education in. So I thought that a good way of bridging that gap between fun and school was drawing. I think it could be a really cool resource for kids in your life.
In other news, hello darkness, my old friend. Speaking of old friends, Mr. Howard and Mr. Chapman got together, virtually of course, to reminisce about the good old days when they had hair and they were students at Fife High School with the blonde tips and such. Here's a recording of me recording their conversation.
All right. So how's it going over there?
That's all right. Just stuck here with my 3 kids at home.
Yeah, I got my 2 here. Could you imagine if we were doing this when we were in high school? We couldn't even do this. We couldn't do a Google Hangout.
I know, we could barely even text each other.
I don't think I even did that. Might be just on the phone.
Yeah, I don't even really remember that either.
Couldn't watch Netflix. I'd be watching ESPN for 24 hours a day, probably.
Yeah, or reading magazines.
Yeah, probably magazines. Probably not books. Who does that in high school? All right, yeah, it sucks. Track's probably over. I mean, hopefully we come back, but I would have not enjoyed that at the end of the year if my senior sports went away. At least you had wrestling.
Yeah, that would have sucked if wrestling got canceled.
I mean, you had a good year. You got second in state.
Yeah, it was second. It wasn't first again, but
I mean, you'd already won.
Second sucks.
It was good.
Yeah, but not winning your senior year, that sucks.
Yeah, but I mean, you got second in state. That's pretty good. The guy from Squim was a senior too, right?
Yeah, he was.
I mean, you shouldn't be happy about it, but he beat you.
He did. He beat me.
I mean, if I was there, I probably would have beat him, but...
All right, that's it. I don't even care about the coronavirus anymore. I'm coming over there to beat your...
Oh, crap.
What's good, my Fife family? It's your boy Don Hernandez coming at y'all with a quick and positive message. Recently, school just got shut down for the remainder of the year, and I know to all my seniors that is very heartbreaking, and I know that we're all wishing for a different ending to our story, but unfortunately in life, sometimes we just don't get what we want. And coming from me and my experience, I know what it's like not to get that happy ending. But what I can tell you is keep a positive mindset, keep your head up, and just keep pushing and keep fighting each and every day. I know that we're all struggling right now, but I can promise you guys that we're all going to get through this, and all that matters really is that you and your family are all staying safe and healthy. I love y'all, and I hope to see you guys soon.
Hi, Mrs. Hockman here. I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes this isolation really brings me down. We all know it's hard. It's something we've never had to deal with before. And I found a passage from the Lord of the Rings trilogy by Tolkien that inspired me, and I hope it maybe touches you as well. In this fantasy, civilization was on the brink of destruction. A young hobbit, Frodo, an innocent young guy who has never really seen the world, is lamenting to the great wizard Gandalf about the fact that he has to witness these horrifying events. I wish it need not have happened in my time, said Frodo. So do I, said Gandalf, and so do all who live to see such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given us. The wizard Gandalf reminds Frodo and the rest of us that we all decide for ourselves how we react to the hard times. We can't control what's happening out there, but we can control what's happening inside us. So I hope you deal with this with kindness and compassion. I hope you reach out to people, not just through social media, but an actual telephone call. I hope you keep your sense of humor. We really need it. I hope you discover something about yourself that you never knew before. It might be a skill. It might be something, a strength you didn't know you have. And I hope you know how much I love you, and I can't wait to get back together. Stay strong.
Hey Fife Trojans, Miss McKinnon here. Just wanted to say hi and remind you of FHS, Family Honor Service. We know you're taking care of your family, and we honor you. We see you for how much you're doing. Service, the best service you could do right now is to stay home, stay safe, so that we can see you soon. We miss you, we love you. Get 'em Trojans.
What's up, Fife High School? I'm Ryan Moreno here today to give you some encouragement. I'm sorry to all you guys that we're not able to finish this year off strong. To all your seniors, I love you, and we'll get through this troublesome time together. Please take this time to create connections and bonds with your family before you go on your chosen paths. Also take this time to do your hobbies or learn a new skill like cook or play an instrument. I love you, Fife. Just remember, once a Trojan, always a Trojan. Stay healthy, get 'em.
Hey Fife, this is Mr. Giddings here wishing you the best in the midst of this time where we feel like so much has been taken from us, but we can take something back from it. We will be okay. We will get through this. We will learn the things we need to learn. We'll move on, and this will be okay. You will be okay. Get 'em, Trojans.
Hey, Fife High School. Man, it's been just an awful 2 weeks. Just a real punch in the gut. A knockdown, I mean, it doesn't get much worse than that. But the reality is, you know what? All good things in life come when we are knocked down. What we have to start thinking about right now is how we're gonna get up, how we're gonna move forward. Anytime life throws you a nasty curveball, the reality is, you just gotta say to yourself, how do I keep moving forward? And more importantly, what good can come from this? There is good that can come from this Fife High School. We just gotta figure out what it is. So get your heads up, get up off the ground, and let's get to work on making this a better year. Love y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.
One final word, Fife. Even though we are shut down right now, I want you guys to keep in perspective. There's one thing that makes this place special. It's not our building. It's not actually attending school. It's what's in here. And Fife's special because of you guys. And just because we can't go to school doesn't mean that that stops. So keep doing what you're doing, Fife. And we can't wait to see you in person. But for right now, I guess we'll stick to online. Stay classy, Fife.
Get 'em, Trojans. Good show. Yeah, we did it. Woo! All right. First show in the books.